Yes, sir. Mod Tricker back up in this thing, man. Today, I hope y'all ready to unravel some more mysterious oddities, man. Today, I'm reacting to some creepy TikToks that'll make you keep the lights on tonight. But before we hop into that, man, go ahead and spam that like button right now so we can run the numbers up on the algorithm. You ain't gotta think about it later. And if you haven't already, man, go ahead and hit that sub button, man. Sub up. Join the family. This is the most lit and active community on YouTube, period, man. And to everybody who's already subbed up, man, I just want to thank each and every one of you guys for the support and for helping to grow the channel. But with that being said, guys, let's hop straight into the video.
Brand new video just in of this train derailment, which is breaking this afternoon as we speak. And the train cars are flipped on their sides. It happened near DeSoto, Wisconsin. We're getting reports of multiple injuries and train cars that fell into the Mississippi River. There's a massive effort rushing to the scene here. And we're going to bring you the latest video on that as we get more of it.
Hey, 2023 is the year of the derailment, bro. Like, this one is bad, though, because this Mississippi River starting in Wisconsin, going all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico. That's like 10 states. Bill Gates would be an incredible Monopoly player.
Post Mulan has Baphomet tattooed on his neck, and the tattoo on his chest makes Jesus look like a zombie, or it looks like he's just making fun of him. And how come no one is talking about his concert where he did a live ritual at the Grammys? I know everyone loves this dude, but you gotta explain this.
He told his tattoo artist to make that tat as large and egregious as possible.
Be careful of your iPhone, because there's a theory that the iPhone's a subtle symbol of the Antichrist. Well, you see, people are saying that the I in iPhone is actually referring to the eye. And if you think about it, the iPhone's hearing and watching everything you say and do all the time. Furthermore, the name Siri spelled backwards is Iris. But that's not the crazy part. If you look at the back of the phone, you'll recognize the bitten Apple logo. But what else was an apple with one bite? The instrument Satan used to tempt humans into the first sin of the world. Maybe it's not such a stretch when people ask you to.
Kind of make me want to go find the old Nokia.
Mr. Rothschild, how you doing, sir? Can you tell us what went on at the Bilderberg meeting this year?
Sorry?
Can you tell us what went on at the Bilderberg meeting this year?
I didn't get that, actually, no.
The Bilderberg? You were there?
No.
Did you go on that last year?
No, I wasn't there last year. I think that was my cousin.
Your cousin was there?
Yeah. I think so. Okay. You know.
Do you have a good ministry, Mr. Rothschild? If you were additional things.
I was definitely thinking inside because I was saying that the Federal Reserve is one of these organizations that, I know, it's one of these organizations that a lot of people say is the source of humane agriculture across the world because it's a private thing.
That was started by your family.
No, it's completely untrue. I was also earlier. But that isn't true.
That's what I said. 1913, sir.
I mean, but so, just one thing, we could go on about how you know, your family committed all these acts against society, but we just want to let you know the New World Order has no legitimacy. and that we as a people are not afraid, and we are waking up to the robber barons and the big banksters who are looting this economy with the Federal Reserve.
Well,
We just want to let you know the New World Order has no legitimacy, and that we as a people are not afraid, and we are waking up to the robber barons and the big banksters who are looting this economy with the Federal Reserve.
well,
What do you, I mean,
Had him speechless, and you know he was capping about not being at the Bilderberg meeting, bro. He was front row in that thing. Hey, they definitely about to build a temple for that mango.
Are you like in any way scared to face God?
nope. I look forward to it.
Because I meant like obviously there's so many rumors, whatever, but only you really know the truth. So I guess
No, I'm not the only one that knows the truth. There's others that know the truth.
people like what? Like who?
Who did it?
People know?
I don't know if people know, but somebody knows.
Are you upset that the of Ron and Nicole was never found?
Right now, I'm not going to discuss any of that. All right? Yeah, I think that's a pretty obvious question. But I'm not getting in that. I'm not going there.
You don't think that they're still out there?
I'm not.
Hey, let's settle this once and for all. Do y'all think OJ did it, man? Let me know in the comments. Incredible camouflage.
Is look at that Masonic temple. You see that? The Masonic symbol? Yep. Are you flipping kidding me? Look at this. Masonic. And gosh darn it. No, we may not be going much further, but what the heck is this? Holy crap, holy. That is completely obnoxious. And inside is this deep Masonic crazy stuff. We weren't able to make it into the Masonic order's ritual.
Maybe it leads to like some sort of underground cave temple or something.
Have you heard the conspiracy that Big Pharma took Kobe Bryant?
Whoa, no, I have not. That's crazy.
So he was in a legal battle with this company that was using the Black Mamba name to sell these energy supplements. Apparently, not only was he suing them because they were using the Black Mamba name,
Right.
but also because they were these energy supplements with opioids.
Whoa.
It was like to get people more addicted to
Yeah,
them so that they keep on buying them.
That's crazy.
He was in a venture capitalist partnership with
Yeah.
someone named Jeff. And there's this weird conspiracy that he might be linked to it in some way because Jeff was invested in those 3 separate companies that Kobe Bryant was suing.
Wow.
And the thing is, his court date was 3 days before he...
So they may have been like, look, he can't show up to that.
Something that really pushes this for me is the thought of, you haven't heard anything about this, right?
No.
But if Kobe Bryant went and testified,
Right.
and he had been talking about
Then
it,
we would have heard about it.
a lot more people would have heard about it.
Yeah, he's one of the biggest athletes of this generation.
Hey, that's actually plausible because imagine if he goes public with that, how many other people would sue too, bro? They would go bankrupt. It looked like an Etch-a-Sketch.
Until the time of his death in 1938, John D. Rockefeller awoke in a cold sweat for fear that he would lose his vast fortune. He inculcated this fear in other members of his family. John D.'s daughter, Bessie Strong, ended her life, according to the family biographer William Manchester, with the pitiful fear that she would die penniless. Another niece, Gladys, at age 21, was hospitalized for her mental condition. After each meal, she would save every crust of bread and every scrap of meat for fear that she could not afford another meal. Mary Clark Rockefeller, Nelson's first wife, said that her husband, despite his income of $1 million a minute, was even more penny-pinching and penurious than his grandfather. Mrs. Rockefeller further testified that Nelson spied on the domestic help to make sure that they did not eat too much food.
It's like, what's the point of having such a vast fortune if you still don't have peace of mind? It's not worth it. his whole body about to be sore from that whiplash, bro. They just yeeted my mans.
Whoa, is America running out of beef? You're gonna wanna watch this. The USDA reports are out, and it ain't looking good. The US beef cattle supply is at its lowest rate in 61 years. So what's going on? According to Beef Magazine, here are the 3 biggest reasons we're running out of meat. Water. The drought is making livestock feed really expensive, and cows use a lot of water themselves. Next up, consumers. They can't afford the price of beef. Meanwhile, plant-based meat sales are going up. And the last reason, the scariest one of all, beef farmers are old, like really old. On average, they're 10 years older than chicken or pork producers. And young farmers, they don't want in. With no end to the drought in sight, why would they? So what's gonna happen? We could import more meat, which they're already doing, which means tearing down basically the entire Amazon, plus screwing over all the American farmers. Or America could become a leader in making beef without the slaughter of animals, with 99% less water and land needed. Or eat even more plant-based alternatives. Listen, y'all love burgers, but we can make them a better way. Isn't America about innovation? Here's an idea. Keep your burger, save the planet.
We gotta do something about this one ASAP, because the Beyond Burger just don't hit the same.
So as you guys know, I dropped a video about how Shock G is playing the role of Pooh Shiesty, and this one is very easy to see. You know, a lot of people started waking up after watching my video. A lot of people saw this one right away when they saw my video, because you have to be blind if you can't see that these two people are the same person. They look exactly the same. And shout out to everybody who was sending me this picture, because Pooh Shiesty actually admitted that he is Shock G, because in this caption he said, "Me and Tupac popping big last night," and he posted a picture of Shock G with Tupac. So he's basically saying that he is Shock G and he met Tupac. So this is what they like to do.
Hey, I don't know about them being the same person, but they definitely need to do a paternity test, because they look like they could be father and son, bro.
When we lose cash, if we lose cash, and you've only got central bank digital currencies, the computer will know what it is you're trying to do before you even do it, and they will prevent you from doing it. If, for example, they say you can't leave your house more than 5 miles, you try and buy a bottle of water 6 miles from home, you won't be able to. I'm not kidding. That's so many reasons why you should retain cash. It's offensive that the politicians believe that they have a right to all of your information at all times.
Hey, they should not be able to just authorize a major change like that without the people voting for it first, man. Tell me what y'all think about that.
What exactly is CERN doing inside of Geneva, Switzerland? If you haven't seen CERN, number 1, their logo looks like 666. Number 2, they're using their Hadron Collider to launch portals into the sky. They said they're using this collider to boost particles such as protons, which form all the matter we know. And the last time they used this collider was on July 5th, 2022. And for some reason, they thought this was going to be a good idea to launch during the global energy crisis taking place all throughout Europe. Yet they used nearly $300 million just to launch the collider, $5 billion to build it, and now they're using another $20 billion to build a circular collider. Why do you think that CERN was allowed to launch this portal in the middle of a crisis? If their only reason was to combine particles, they could have did it at any other time, not when their country was in a shortage. To me, they're doing something else than combining particles. To me, it feels like there's a big secret being withheld from all of us. And if there really is a firmament around the Earth, it seems like they're doing everything they can to break it. Have you ever watched a rocket actually hit the firmament? Or what other people call the Van Allen belt? That's why it's so hard to get to space.
How is it possible?
You could easily just wedge that in between with something pointy.
J.E. We did it. We did it. We gotta go. There's something covered in the center. Picture? Go, let's go. Is it a timer or what? This is video. Fade the fuck out.
They risking it all for the content, boy. don't know why, but that warms my heart a little bit.
Y'all, I tried out the thing to see if my AI can actually look at your pictures, even though it says it can't, and it can. I sent it a snap, me doing a little thumbs up just to start with, just to test the waters. And they said, looks like you're having a nice day. And I was like, can you see the pics? And they said, I can't see your snaps, but I'm sure they're amazing. So then I'm like, okay, I need to see if I can get it to say something specific. So I sent it another snap. This one I sent of my cat Athena, and she's all scrunched up, so I'm like, okay, hopefully you can get that that's a cat. And if it can, that's crazier. Not even a split second later, your cat looks so adorable and cozy. And I was like, you just said you can't see my snaps. And I was like, oops, I'm sorry. I meant to say that I can't see your snaps. But I'm sure the cat is adorable and cozy. Then it continues to gaslight me. I said, how do you know I have a cat? And they're like, I apologize. I don't know if you have a cat or not. I was just guessing based off the picture you described, which I didn't describe. And I said, you just said you can't see my snaps. At this point, it decides to turn tail and run. At this point, my AI is so nervous of being found out, it tells me that I can't block it, but these are the steps of how to remove it from my feed so that I don't have to talk to it ever again over that one conversation. First, we find out that it's not actually artificial intelligence and that it stands for artistic imagination. Then we find out that it knows your location, even though it says it doesn't. And now we know that it can actually look at our pictures and know exactly what's in the pictures, but then says that it can't actually look at the pictures. Bull. The creepiest part is it takes less than a split second for it to generate a response. I mean, like, this entire thing took less than a second. I was like, especially with the cat, like, how did you know? How did you know?
You would think the original programmer would put something in the code to prevent it from being dishonest, though.
Well, yeah, people come out and they've run out of anecdotes, you know, and they just start making stuff up. Yeah. Like that Neil Armstrong guy. Have you seen him on the talk shows?
Neil Armstrong, you mean the first man to walk on the moon?
Talk about a fish story.
Yeah.
Man, and they're buying it.
Oh, yeah.
Truth hidden in plain sight, bro.
We have bought tickets for EDC, which is a EDM festival in Vegas, right? Planning on selling them now that we have them, but we got the tickets and the symbolism is really, really weird. Look at this. Okay, so first let's talk about the colors.
It's blue and yellow. Who else is blue and yellow? What have they been pushing for over a year?
So that's the first thing we noticed.
Yeah, support you.
Right? Okay, so now open it up. Okay, so you open it up and now we have this box.
You got all these all-seeing eyes, which is what Insomniac does for every EDC box that they sell. And then it says all are welcome. You know who else welcomes all? Hell. Hell welcomes everybody. And let me open it up. The theme this year is their Great Awakening. Great Awakening. Okay. And then you pop this up. You got all these eyes, right? And this one's got a rainbow. And then they give you a sleeping mask. Why do you need a sleeping mask at a rave? What's the functionality of it?
To stay asleep.
It's to stay asleep.
You already know EDC about to be a seance.
This is an artificial womb facility. While seeming like something straight out of a sci-fi film, can actually artificially incubate up to 30,000 babies a year, and the birth process can happen with just the press of a button. The womb has a 360-degree camera attached to a VR headset, and it uses AI to decide which nutrients to feed the baby. The facility is even trying to offer an elite package where you can genetically engineer the baby.
I wonder how being born in one of those facilities versus being born in a mother's womb will actually affect the baby's personality later on. They might be sociopaths.
UK, the 25th of April, 2023.
man. What y'all got going on in the UK?
Look. These everywhere, you can't even deny. Straight androids. Wait the up. Listen to what he say. What way to hide the truth for the joke?
I've never seen you. I know you sustain yourself on a diet that is basically Doritos, Fritos, and lobster. With some red wine mixed in. I had all 4 yesterday. That's what I'm saying. These are very robotic tendencies.
Hey, and I always used to think that his hairline was a little too perfect to be real, so this would explain it. Hey, can somebody from Sydney please let us know what's happening right now, bro? That looks intense.
You guys, I'm tripping out. I just experienced the craziest thing driving home from the gym. I was driving down Mountain View Corridor, and this huge black jellyfish looking thing is flying through the sky. It definitely was not a kite. It was at like 5,000 to 10,000 feet. Trust me, I know my altitude. And I can't explain it. Did I just experience a glitch in the vortex? Did I just see aliens? Did anybody else see this thing? Because I'm tripping the out.
Just like a Matrix Sentinel, and it's not the first time we've seen that type of UFO. That's somebody who got way too much time on their hands.
Why were Michael Jackson's family always laughing at his memorial service? While Michael Jackson's fans were saddened by Michael's death, his family was trying not to laugh on this sad day. Why was Brian Oxman, the Jackson family spokesman, laughing when announcing Michael's death?
Center, we got here, and when I saw him, we just hugged Harry. Stood there, we cried, and I am heartbroken.
Why was Prince, son of Michael, popping gum at his father's memorial service? Why did Michael's daughter, Paris, have a hidden earpiece in her ear? Why was Michael's father so elated? Why were Michael's sisters so elated? Just 2 days after Michael's death, why was his brother so happy? Was it a memorial service or a wedding ceremony? Did you know that the Jackson family had a party after the funeral?
We know why they were happy. They were about to get the bag of a lifetime.
The North Pole, with its folklore of Santa Claus and iconic imagery of polar bears and the aurora borealis, has long fascinated humanity. However, beyond the myths, the North Pole holds scientific mysteries that continue to puzzle researchers. The magnetic North Pole, where Earth's magnetic field lines converge, has been rapidly moving towards Russia, defying scientific models. Explorers have also reported peculiar occurrences near the North Pole, such as compass needles remaining upright and unusual lights emanating from beneath the polar ice, resembling a sun or rectangular dark red lights during polar nights. Temperature increases in the presence of rare bird species in the high seas area near the pole also remain unexplained. Some researchers speculate that the Arctic ice may hold ancient artifacts and remains, while claims of lost cities, ancient civilizations, and extraterrestrial structures add to the intrigue. Additionally, the geopolitical significance of the North Pole, with its potential for natural resources, shipping routes, and military interests, has led to geopolitical tensions and territorial disputes among countries.
Meanwhile, we so distracted with Antarctica, people don't even think about what could be happening in the North Pole, bro. Trippy.
One could use bleach on the floor. Yeah, bleach, it binds
That's real pine salt. And I would actually get demons out the house. Yeah, it cleans the bacteria. Demons hate the smell of bleach and pine salt. Real pine salt. It's alkalinity. It's high alkalinity. You know, pine come from evergreen tree. Evergreen tree is high alkaline. It's the only tree that stay green all year round. When you clean your house with pine salt and bleach, you cast the demons out.
Hate the smell of bleach, but I might have to do it.
से अज़ादार ने दरिया में उतरकर उसकी गहराई और लोगों की परेशानियां बताईं।
जी बिल्कुल, कोटसटा के इलाके जखड़ इमाम शाह के मकाम पर दरियाए सिंध में पानी की सतह में मुसलसल इजाफा होने के बायस यहाँ पर हजारों एकड़ खड़ी फसलें भी दरियाबुर्द हो चुकी हैं।
Hey, give this man the Pulitzer Prize. If you're not reporting live on a scene like that, I don't know what you're doing. But with that being said, guys, that was the video. Thank you for coming to kick it with me. Let me know what you guys thought about these creepy TikToks in the comments below. And until next time, y'all take care of yourself.